Hello, I'm so happy to have everybody here today for our yummy, delicious yin. We're inspired by Michelangelo and the quote, I saw the angel in the marble and I carved until I set him free. So we are going to use our practice today to just open up the angel that's within us. So let's find ourselves in a comfortable seated position. It can be Virasana, it can be cross-legged. It can even be half lotus if you like half lotus. And if you can do full lotus easily, go right ahead. And let's just allow the palms to be down on the thighs with the shoulders soft. The chin slightly in and back so that the back of the neck is long. And just gently close the eyes, coming into your space and feeling that our energy is connecting. And we notice our sits bones grounding, melting into Mama Earth. As the energy from the sits bones goes down, down, down. And we start to notice Mama Earth sending life force up, up, up the spine. And that energy goes right to the top of the head and it creates some tingling there, which is crown chakra opening. And the crown chakra opens to the heavens, to the angelic realm. And as we pause for a few moments in the silence here, just know everything will be free and your angel self will shine by the time we're done. Slowly and gently, taking all the time in the world, just release the legs. And we're going to change the cross of those legs. Just change that shape. Then keeping the hands below the shoulders, let's extend those hands out. Palms are down and spread the fingers wide, but the shoulders are soft. If we bring the hands up too high, we tend to shrug the shoulders up. We want those shoulders down. Spreading those fingers nice and wide. Now, bring the fingertips up towards you, and you'll feel the back of the wrist opening. Good. And then spread the fingers wide down towards the floor, flexing the wrist. You could have a micro bend in the elbow like I've got. And then bring those fingertips up to the sky. Feel the back of the wrist open, and it's actually curling back towards you. And then spreading them down and out. One more of these, curling those fingertips in. Good. Then just release the hands to the lap for a moment. Let's again bring the palms up. Thumbs are towards the sky. The fingers are together, but they're pointing straight forward. Let's pick up the right hand and let's bring it over the left so that the backs of the palms are touching. Good. Notice how there's a gentle opening in back of shoulders just by switching the arms in this way. And then all we're going to do is uncross, and we're going to bring that left hand over right, and we press gently the backs of the palms together. Let's do that one more time, just switching hands. Right hand is over left, or right wrist over left wrist. And then let's switch. And then relax those hands on the earth, just pausing, or on your lap, pausing for a moment. Let's bring those fingertips out to the sides. Let's drop the head right ear towards right shoulder. Just close the eyes, relax. Spine stays straight. We feel the left side of neck, left ear, and left top of shoulder opening up. Gliding the chin down, glide the chin towards the center of the chest, and just pause there. And then slowly and gently gliding right ear towards right shoulder. Feeling the opening on the opposite side. I just said right and I meant left. Anyway, just mirror. You guys have got it. Just mirror me in this moment. Doesn't take long for yoga brain to set in. And slowly glide the chin towards chest and pause. And inhale the head back to neutral. Relax your hands in your lap and just pause a moment. Good. Let's allow the legs to release out. And let's just have the right toes come back towards your face and point the left toes away from you. And then we're just going to switch that. So right toes long, left toes coming back. Switch. Switch. One more each side. Switching. And switching. Good. And then slowly and gently, just circling the feet in one direction. Nice and slow. Hello, ankles. And then we pause and we go the other way. Ah. Beautiful. And just rub the hands up and down the legs. And we'll make our way into our first shape. So let's find our way. We could start off on the back. Yay. Let's find our way onto our backs with the knees bent, feet flat on the earth. Just find a nice, comfortable position here. Just let the back settle into Mama Earth. Good. Now, sacred geometry of the bones tells us that if we hold our ankles with our arms extended, then release the legs out, that is a perfect opening for our own body. We won't go too far. It won't be too short. So let's bring our thighs in towards the chest. Let's bring the soles of the feet together and the thighs apart, the knees apart. Let's reach up and hold on to our ankles. It's not a tight grab. It's just enough. The arms are lengthened and just let the shoulders soften. So the grip, rather than being a death grip, it's just enough to just keep the legs there. For a few moments, you can slide your thighs away from you and then just let go. Good. And then we just close the eyes. If the heels part a little bit, that's okay. Ideally, the toes stay touching. Ideally, there's not a death grip on your ankles. It's just enough pressure with the tips of the fingers to just keep hold of the legs to prevent them from dropping to the ground. but allowing if the thighs continue to part away a little bit more while we hold, just allow that. Good. Good. And then just closing the eyes if they're not already. Just melting into this. Softening right here for 3 more long, full, deep, absolutely gorgeous breaths. 30 more seconds. When you've completed your third breath, start to soften the elbows so the thighs start to come in a bit, and then release the hands from the ankles and glide the thighs towards one another. Place the feet flat on the earth. Just relax for a few breaths, hands on belly, and notice the effects. So let's interlace those fingers and let's turn the palms up towards the sky and just lengthen those arms. That'll feel good on those hands. Feel the palms pressing away. And then bring the hands back to chest level. Notice which index finger is on top and just change it so the opposite index finger is now on the top. Flex through the palms, pressing palms towards the sky. Good. And then slowly just soften the arms, placing the hands again on belly, and just breathe here for a few moments. Then just allow one leg to extend on the earth and the other leg to extend on the earth, and pause again for just a few breaths. Let's allow our bodies to open the front body just a little bit more right here. So let's slide the thighs apart so that the feet are mat distance apart. Let's bring the arms a little bit overhead and out from the shoulders, wide, as if you're in an X. And then we just soften the shoulders down into the sockets. The nose is pointing towards the sky. And we just breathe right here. This is pentacle. Just notice how the ribs open, the chest opens, how this whole front body opens up merely by breathing here for a few minutes. And remaining in this shape, just bring your attention to your belly. And from your belly, just point the right toes and stretch those toes out, that diagonal, just a little bit away from you while the left fingertips extend away. And then just soften. Feeling the energy from the belly go down through those left toes. Feel them extend away. Feel the right fingertips extend away. And just soften. And keeping all the limbs on the floor. It's just an extension out in all directions from the belly. It's just pointing the toes, pointing the fingers away, and just feeling everything spread out from that belly in all directions. A big X shape on the floor. And then just soften everything. Slowly bring your arms in by your sides. Slowly bend the knees, placing the feet flat on the earth, and just pause for a few breaths right here. Good. So let's find our small bolster, our small block, or our little towel that we folded up. And let's have our feet hip distance apart. The knees are bent, the feet are flat. Press the feet into the earth, lift the hips up, and slide the towel or whatever prop you're using right under the sacrum. So we are in a bridge, supported. If we're using the block, we've got it on the lowest level because we're going to be doing something different after about a minute. The arms are very comfortable, which might be by the sides, palms up. It might be hands on belly. The back of the neck is long. And just pause here for a few breaths, enjoying. Slowly and gently glide the right thigh in towards the chest. Just pause right here. Just let the thigh melt towards you. Good. Now we want to create some space in the knee joint itself. And so behind the knee, we're just going to interlace the fingers like we do very often. And all we're going to do is we have to do it behind the knee, so you saw where we'll be. And so we lift the foot up a bit. We interlace the fingers so that that webbing in between the thumb and the outer edges of the fingers is right up behind the knee. You literally feel it. Then you release the leg down. And this is actually going to create space in the kneecap. And then we just soften the shoulders. So if your knees have been feeling a little tight, this may help release them. We're resisting the urge to pull. We just soften the arms. The weight of the arms will open up this low back. Now, if you choose and it feels good on your body, you can extend the left leg long. It might still have a micro bend in the knee. That's fine. You don't have to straighten it completely. It's just where the leg releases and relaxes out long. Good. And then we just relax here. Just enjoy. A lot of beautiful front body opening today, chiseling the marble to release the angel inside of us, our true self. Check in with jaw. Jaw is soft. Shoulders are soft. Slowly and gently, gliding the left foot back towards you so that that knee is bent, the foot is flat on the earth. Slowly releasing the right foot to the earth. Relax the arms for a few moments, just feeling the effects. Slowly and gently bring that left thigh in towards the chest. First, just let it relax for a moment. And then we'll lift the foot up out of the way so that we can interlace the fingers. If you remember which one was on top last time, do the opposite index finger on top. Literally push those hands all the way up to the back of the knee so that when you soften the leg and soften the shoulders and jaw, we're creating space in the knee joint. Good. And if it feels good on your body and calls to you, you can extend that right leg long. Shoulders are soft, jaw is soft, and just enjoy. And slowly and gently gliding the right foot back onto the earth. Knee is bent, foot is flat. Slowly placing the left foot back on the earth, knee is bent. Relax the arms on belly or by your sides and just pause for just a few more moments right here. And slowly and gently push into the feet, lift the hips up, slide your prop out, just set it aside, and just pause on Mama Earth for just a few breaths. Good. So we're going to make our way onto our bellies. And we're going to, once we get to the belly, we'll lay all the way down and we'll have our arms out from the shoulders, palms down. So we find our way onto this belly. The arms are out to the sides. The palms are down. And let's place that left ear on the earth. Good. And then let's bend the right elbow. This is angel wings. And the hand is on the earth. The palm is on the earth with the fingers pointing straight upwards. And then we press into that hand and we roll onto our left side. That left arm is still behind you, palm down. The arm is straight out from the shoulder. The head stays relaxed on Mama Earth at whatever angle it is. And then if you choose to add a little bit, we actually, keeping the legs together, we're balanced on that left side of the body. We slide the legs back about 6 inches, and you'll start to feel your front body opening. You're balancing on the edge of your body. You just close the eyes and just melt right here. Good. This right arm stays gently in position just to prevent you from falling over. So just close the eyes and enjoy angel wings. And just enjoying for 3 more long, full, deep, absolutely gorgeous breaths right here. Taking all the time in the world, just start to roll onto your belly. Lengthen the right arm straight out from the shoulder. Turning the head, place the right ear on the earth. And just breathe there for a few moments. I don't want to turn my back on you, so we will do the other side, but I'm simply flipping around so that I won't turn my back on you. So Here we are, right here on the earth. The arms are straight. And let's take the left hand. Let's place it about 6 inches out from the chest, the elbows up to the sky. The right arm stays out. We push into that left hand and we roll towards the right side comfortably and easily for the shoulder. Nothing too extreme. The head just relaxes on the earth however it lands. We slide the legs back and away about 6 inches, and you'll feel the front body open. And just close the eyes, feeling your angel emerge from the marble. Just breathing right here for 3 more long, full, deep, absolutely gorgeous breaths. Slowly and gently, allowing the torso to roll towards the floor. Lengthen that left arm out. Bring your forehead to the earth. Just breathe here, squishing your nose, forehead on the earth, for just a few breaths. Then bring your hands to either side of the chest and slowly and gently pushing up. Let's come to any seated position and just pause here for a few breaths, noticing the effects of our practice so far. Noticing if you feel your angel self being chiseled out of the marble. So it's been a little while since we've held a pigeon, a sleeping swan, for a good 5 minutes. The alternative, if pigeon is difficult on the knees, is always deer, which is seated on a hip. The front leg is outwardly rotated, the inner leg inner rotates, and then the forward, the sleeping part, is over the calf rather than over the thigh, so that you kind of line up one elbow with the knee and the other with the ankle. So you'll be coming over the calf if you choose deer. So we're going to start off on our hands and knees. I'll talk you into pigeon, just go right into deer if you're doing deer. And we'll bring that right knee to touch the back of the right wrist. We slide that right foot in front of the left knee and we walk the toes. I like to just scrunch them until the foot won't come forward anymore. That way you're not taxing the knee. If you push it with your hand, it really puts a lot of strain on the knee. Then we slide the back leg back. And then we come forward onto the forearms. Beautiful. Nice long hold here in our sleeping swan, our pigeon. Now, for some of you, it's very easy for you to lay down over your leg. That's great. Feel free. Good. Good. And as we soften here, get this deep outer hip opening all the way around this outer hip, from deep right in the center at the sacrum. When we hold for a good long 5-minute hold, we're really allowing all those tissues to just soften and open. Just going deep inside, enjoy. You're doing great. One more minute here, which is 6 long, full, deep, absolutely gorgeous breaths. Almost there. Good. So we gather a little bit of energy in the belly, just slightly drawing that belly button in. If you're reclining, just come up to forearms. And then from forearms, we come onto hands. We curl the back toes under, slide the knee forward so that you get the weight out of the hips, so that you can then from hands and knees extend the leg. That right leg maybe open up to the sky. It might feel good to do a downward dog. If that calls to you, you can do that. It might feel good in downward dog to extend the leg, just making sure to circle both. Just as you're recovering, just a note, if you find this difficult for any reason, you can always do a reclining pigeon on your back. And what you would do, I'm actually going to change legs so you can see better. You would lay on your back, you'd bring your knee in towards your chest, and then you would glide the foot towards the hip crease. It doesn't have to make it the whole way. And you can put the other hand on the outside of the knee and you just hold it in this manner. So that's another alternative to this long hold, or to the pigeon, sleeping swan. So let's do the other side. It might be deer, it might be pigeon. Good, good. I see everybody making some choices. So this time it's the left knee that comes forward towards the wrist. The foot goes towards the right. You just kind of scrunch those toes. You slide the back leg back. And you come on down to forearms, or you're on your back. Yes, creating that shape. Good. Or you're in deer, seated all the way on the hip. I see everybody doing good options. And just close the eyes and melt into this gorgeous shape. Feeling the deep release, low back, back of hip, outer hip. Good. Softening, enjoying. Just softening right here for one more minute, which is 6 long, full, deep, absolutely gorgeous breaths. Good. Slowly and gently bringing your hands under your shoulders, curling the back toes under to slide the back knee forward. That gets the weight out of that front leg. And then just allow that leg to open, the hip to open. Just give yourself some nice extensions. It might feel good to do a downward dog. It might feel good to open that hip up in your downward dog. So if that calls to you, do that. You can do both hips if that calls you. Absolutely no rush. Just taking good care of yourself. Beautiful. So let's make our way once again onto our backs. And let's feel Mama Earth below us. Let's heel toe the feet mat distance apart. The knees are still bent. The feet are still going to be flat on the earth. And let's relax the arms out from the shoulder in just a very, very comfortable position. Good. And let's release the legs towards the right by simply rolling to the edges of your feet and just allowing the legs to soften right where they land when you roll. Now check in with your knees. For a few people, just sliding a foot of either leg, usually it's the back leg, forward or back just a little bit will take pressure out of the knee. You want to make sure there's no knee pain here. Good. So this is an open twist. So we've just let the legs from this mat distance apart with feet. We just roll to the edge of the feet and just let the legs release. So there's an outer rotation and an inner rotation. Outer rotation on the right leg, inner rotation left leg. Now from the shape, this is an option. No one has to do it. If you choose, you'll pick up that right ankle and you'll put it right on top of the left leg. That just weights that down a little bit, opening up this hip just a little more. Now, that's only if it feels comfortable. If it puts any pressure on your knee, you will not do that. Good. Just breathe here for a few moments. You can roll the head towards the left. Yes. Just close the eyes and enjoy the opening. Slowly and gently. Bring the head back to center. If the foot is on top. Just slide it off the other leg. Inhale the legs back to center. And take a few moments to just rotate on the feet side to side, just letting the legs go back and forth. Good. Then we simply roll on the feet, and this time we just release the legs towards the left. If you choose and it feels good, you just pick up that right foot and you put it kind of on the top of that outer knee, and you just soften if you need to make a minor adjustment in the back foot, gliding the leg back a little bit to make the knee or the hip more comfortable. Do that. There's some subtle adjustments for many of us. It's just a little move. Good. And then if the head would like to roll, it will roll towards the left. And just enjoying this beautiful open twist. Slowly bring the head back to neutral. Slowly, if the foot is on top of the leg, just glide it off. Inhale the legs back to center and just rotate the legs side to side. Bring your arms by your sides and then bring both thighs into the chest. Interlace the fingers one final time behind the knees. Soften the elbows. Nose is pointing towards the sky. And just pause here and just let everything settle. Pausing here for a good minute. Slowly and gently release your arms by your sides. Place the soles of the feet on the earth. Then glide the legs long, making your way into Shavasana. And as you soften into Shavasana, there is absolutely nothing left for you to do but to just let go. ever so slowly and gently. Feel yourselves returning to the body by gently wiggling the fingers and wiggling the toes. When you are ready, rolling the head one way. When you are ready, rolling your head the other. And then slowly and gently reaching arms overhead, stretching fingers to toes in a good evening stretch. Bringing one thigh into the chest, then the other. Just give those thighs a sweet, gentle hug. When you're ready, rolling over onto the right side in a fetal position, just snuggling up there. And slowly and gently pushing up to a comfortable seated position. The eyes are closed. The spine is straight. The palms are together at heart center. And just pausing for a moment in the silence to feel that true self, that angelic self that you chiseled out of the marble today, that angel self. It is always an honor and a deep, sincere pleasure to share this practice. May you have a magnificent rest of the day. Namaste.